This is the Selected Podcast, your backstage pass and exclusive access to some of the biggest names in the tech industry. Brought to you by Sesamers, the definitive name in tech event media.
Hi there, this is Ben from Sesamers, recording live from the SIA Startup Area at SIA Paris 2024. We're speaking with industry leaders who are driving the future of food through innovation and technology. Today I'm excited to be joined by Hélène Labaume, Innovation and VC Funds Director at Carrefour. Hélène leads Carrefour efforts in driving innovation and working closely with startups to shape the future of the company. Hi Hélène, how are you doing?
Hi Ben, I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining us. Can we start by getting us an understanding of your background? What are you doing at Carrefour? What is the fund about?
Thank you for having me. Just before talking about me, I will just give you a small background about Carrefour because not everyone is aware about what we are doing. So Carrefour is one of the leader in the retail industry in the world. We have more than 90 billion revenue per year. We are in 8 integrated countries in Europe and South America, and we have more than 30 countries which are in franchises. Regarding my background, so before joining Carrefour, I used to work for a retail company specialized in retail party goods, sorry. And before that, I used to be a lawyer in M&A, so quite a journey before joining Carrefour.
When you were a lawyer, an M&A lawyer, was it already in the technology space or not especially?
No, it was more in like classic space, so it was M&A and corporate law. On deals such as more industrial deals, yeah.
How did you get to lead a VC fund?
Oh,
How do you get that?
yeah, how I got there. I didn't do the jump at once. Before that, after being a lawyer, I joined a family company where I had different positions from store managing to operations direction. And after that, I decided to join Carrefour within the innovation team. And the innovation team merged with the VC fund 1 year and a half ago. And when I took over on the position, I became the VC fund manager director for.
Is it not something so common to have both under the same umbrella? Or it maybe. I've been speaking with some of the guests here at SIA that are just doing the VC and some that were doing the open innovation. In your case, you have both.
Yes, and it's very interesting because indeed, when we talk with other big companies in France or in Europe or worldwide, which have their VCs and the innovation, they almost never work together, or it's not the same team, because most of them they have CVCs, corporate venture capital, and we are not a CVC but really a VC, as we have decided to partner with Daphni, which is a French VC, to merge our expertise on our fields. They are experts in these investments, and we are experts in retail. So, and for us, it's really, really interesting to have merged that with the innovation team because we work together on a daily basis, and it's profitable for both teams, for sure.
So I will ask you a bit more about that combination. But tell us how it is to work with Daphni. So you're the sole LP in this fund, or
yeah. So we have 80 million invested in a fund at Daphni, and we have a team. I have 2 people in my team working on a daily on the digital cross fertilization, working with the startups, scouting, and working of course with Daphni, who also has his team. And we have 4 verticals of investments, 4 theses, which are data and tech for ops, fintech, impact, and of course, future of e-commerce and retail. And we invest from 200K to 2 million euros in small raise and a seed or pre-seed. Never lead, always follow in the investment. Yeah.
And how does an investment committee work? Then you have like Daphni people.
Yeah, so the way we operate, so we have weekly meetings on the deal flow and also monthly meeting to follow up on the portfolio.
Okay.
We have a strategic committee, which is where we are with the Daphni, And on the investment committee, we are not in it. It's only Daphne on the investment committee.
Interesting. So it's like you fully trust them
Yeah,
from their
definitely. Yes.
venture capitalist
Yes.
expertise.
Yes. Exactly. This is how you decide.
Does it happen that you say no to a deal that they're pushing?
They have the final decision. They own the final decision. Yeah, yeah. But we are allowed, of course, to say if I did not agree or if
I
we
can
want
imagine
to.
that it's a collaboration, but
Yeah.
it's interesting as you said, it's not that common.
No.
That's also why you can have both of them together, I guess. Coming to the fact that you have both together, do you happen to invest in companies that you don't work with in innovation and vice versa?
Yes, when we invest in a startup, it's not mandatory for Carrefour to, after that, launch pilot or scale any projects with the startups. It really depends on the roadmaps, on the time, of course, for Carrefour. And but right now, on the 17 investment we've done, we have launched almost five pilots, and we have already scaled with 2 of the startups on solutions. And on the other hand, we also work with startups we have analyzed in the deal flow but not invested in. So this is really a good balance between investment and also launching pilots with startups.
What do you like the most yourself?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
What do you like the most yourself? The VC job or the innovation one?
I both are really now honestly because
If we remove one from you, you did decide that you have to leave one of these.
honestly maybe I will keep innovation because the VC it's passionate because you meet with entrepreneurs every day. You see lots of ideas, new ideas emerging on a daily basis, and it's really fascinating to see what people are able to think about and to create. And on the other hand, it's one thing to create the startups, but the other thing, which is really, really complicated when you are in a big company as Carrefour, is to launch projects and have pilots which works, and after make it scale. It's really also a good goal to achieve.
Can you give us an example of a pilot that you're especially proud of?
Yes, there is one which we have launched 1 month ago. Diane in my team have been working on it for more than a year now. She worked with this American startup called Axiom Cloud, and this pilot aims at optimizing our energy consumption on the hardware, the cold hardware in our store, because it's a huge part of our electricity consumption, energy consumption, and nothing was done because you don't have any solution right now on the market. And so for us, it was it's a very it's a good achievement. We are very proud of it. Yeah.
How much? I don't know if you have an idea of this, the scale that it can have if you would launch this globally.
Yeah.
Do
Right
you
now,
calculation?
yeah, the pilot is in 7 stores in France,
Yeah.
2 hypermarkets and 5 supermarkets. And in France, we have more than 3,000 stores. So you can imagine what could be the scale all around the world, because we have more than 10,000 stores. So if we manage to go there, it will be one of the biggest achievements ever for innovation, I think.
Is it the biggest challenge that you have on the sustainability side, or you have other areas?
No, there are others. This is one of the biggest one, of course, energy, but also food waste. Right now, so we are invested 1 year ago in Ida, which is a French startup which have developed a solution to improve forecasts on fruit and vegetables, and so reduce the waste on these products. And on this field, on the fruit and vegetables, we are working right now to launch a new pilot with the innovation team to improve the air quality in our warehouses in order to reduce the waste on the fruit and vegetables also. So we are doing this, and of course we have a CSR team at Carrefour who is incredible. They are really passionate, and they are working on Scope 3. They are working on health. We are working on that with them also. They are working on so many things.
What is the scope of innovation? Like, are you also involved in the like farming production side?
Right now, the innovation team,
And then
we can work on almost everything. The thing that the team is divided in I would have said I have three teams. One dedicated to VC, one dedicated to what we call big bets and impacts projects. So, for example, they are managed circle management projects and other projects with CSR. And we have also worked on the voice of customer, for example, in this team. And now we have launched a pilot with now is not even a pilot anymore, it's scaled. So in all the hypermarkets, we're now able to get the verbatim from a customer with voice. So not only by writing. So it's a new way to get that from the customer. And on that after, we manage now to transcribe this voice into text thanks to Gen AI. And the store manager now are able to generate an answer thanks to Gen AI also to answer the customer. So this is kind of project we are doing, leading in the team. And we have the other part of the team is dedicated to Gen AI projects. And on that, for example, they have built many solutions for our ops people, for the businesses within Carrefour. So, for example, right now, we have within the procurement team, they have a solution which helps them to analyze quotations from potential suppliers and help them to decide better and take better decision on the buying for those kind of buying. So it's very interesting for them.
how does it work?
And sorry?
How does it work, this particular?
So how does it work? They can download 2 to 4 quotation for one buying needs. And after our tool is able to analyze thanks to Gen AI, it's analyze all the quotations, and we will have a dashboard which says which on different kind of KPIs they need to follow. They will decide on what will be the best supplier to work with on these specific needs. And we also can be able to work with e-commerce or with supply, depending on the pain points that we analyze with the businesses and where we can help them.
Talking about Gen AI, what are the other areas that are, I don't know, exciting for you in the general artificial intelligence space as well? We spoke earlier today at a panel where you were telling us about your partnership with Ida. Like, what are why Carrefour is doing so much around that space?
That for us, it's not new, indeed, because Carrefour has been working on AI for more than 5 years now. I would say 6 or 7 now, when we started to build our data lake with Google Cloud at the time. And now we have more.
Sorry, excuse me. What is a data lake?
Oh, it's a data lake. It's an infrastructure in which you can put all your data. And once you have that, it's easier. Without that, you can build algorithm and you can build specific solution to answer the company needs. And so within this data lake, we have more than 10 billion transactions now. So we are able to know almost everything about what happened for a customer in store and e-commerce. Of course, everything is GDPR. And based on that, the analytics teams within Carrefour, they have been able to build lots of algorithm on pricing, on assortment, on experience, customer experience, promotion, personalization, many things which improve the customer experience at Carrefour. And so Gen AI was, I would say, almost natural for us because it was a new part of that. And on that, we've been working on the topic for 1.5 years now. For us, we had 3 battlegrounds. to work on that topic with what GenAI everywhere, which means for us like how the partner we are already working with will integrate GenAI within their tools, such as, for example, Salesforce or other one, SAP's. So it will be GenAI for everyone through these tools. The second one is GenAI as way to differentiate ourselves from our competitors.
Are you using, let's say, the typical ChatGPT API or something more?
Yes, this is how we are working. Yes, and the third one is GenAI to transform businesses end to end. And how we are working directly with partners such as OpenAI, such as Google, such as Mistral, and we are using directly their models through APIs. And we also work with startups on that topics, on specific projects that we weren't able, for example, to do it by ourselves because it's too complicated. I don't know, like videos or maybe radio. It's very specific. And on that, for example, we could do stuff with startups.
It's another question, but I just felt like I had to ask before I forget. If a startup receives investment from you, is it helping them get other clients that are competitors of yours, or is it a barrier for them? You see what I mean? Like, it's like if a competitor of Carrefour is like, oh wait, you receive investment from them, I'm not interested.
No, I haven't seen that yet because, for example, we were talking about Ida, and Ida, they address all the competitors, and they are already they have pilots with competitors, or they are signing deals with the competitors, so it's not an issue for them. And of course, the work we do as cross-fertilization also is to help the startups we invested in to be put in touch with the good people internally, but also externally. So, for example, when we talk about Ida, we put them in touch with Accenture or with Capgemini, which are big companies who also have their own networks. So it's also a way for them to have all the bridge and other synergies with other companies.
Because your interest in this case is to get a financial outcome for the fund, like the performance of the fund, so that this company, Ida or another, gets acquired, there's an exit or something where you get more money out of it.
This is one.
Think this way.
Now, yeah, this is one of the purpose of the creation of the fund, but it's not the only one, of course. And as I said, the purpose of Carrefour is the food transition for everyone, and a way to achieve this goal is to be a digital retail company. And for that, being within the ecosystem, the startup ecosystem, is also very important for us because it drives agility. It opens, I would say, it would open the mind within the company, and it's very, very important for us.
Who is, in terms of organization chart, how does it work? Like, where are you inside Carrefour?
I'm really within the digital team. So my big boss is the chief digital tech data e-commerce officer for the group.
Okay.
So he's at the ExCom member at the group level. So he reports to Alexandre Bompard, who is a Carrefour CEO.
And is Alexandre Bompard involved in the VC at any point or not at all?
I'm sorry, because we were
Yeah, someone
I don't know.
CEO. Is Alexandre Bompard, the Carrefour CEO, involved in the VC in any capacity? Was just watching from the distance?
No, he's watching for the distance. M&A teams are more, we are working with M&A teams. We have someone from the M&A with us. And now he's looking, but he's interesting, of course, and he follow a lot what we are doing as innovation. Yeah.
Go. I have a couple more questions before we wrap up. If you look into the future, into 5-10 years, what's happening thanks to your work, thanks to AI, thanks to innovation?
I would say ultra personalization for customer. I think that it will be something. We already starting to see augmented search with Google and other companies on this field. We can see what happens on ultra personalization when you navigate on e-commerce and also omni-channel, but it will be improved for sure on that. one question we can also ask ourselves is, tomorrow, are we going to use AI agent to communicate with brands, or are we still going to use internet as we do it right now? It's a question, because I think that the new generation will use agent in the way that we do now. I think AI will have a huge role for recipes, formulation or reformulation, to get less sugar, for plant-based recipes. It will be important also. And I think we also see, for sure, more and more improvement in the marketing field with AI. We've already seen so many crazy things with Adobe and other experts in that, and a lot of startups able to create content thanks to AI and Gen AI. And I think it will be really, it will improve again. Yeah, still.
You're here at SIA Paris 2024, surrounded by startups. Anything interesting that you discovered so far?
I had the chance to talk with I just forgot their name, but it's a startups which work with farmers, and which able to for many years now, but they have developed a system in order to help the farmers to analyze.
Hyperplan. Hyperplan?
No, it's another one.
Another one.
But to analyze everything what happens on their farms, linked to water consumption, to soil quality, and it's really linked to what we need also to measure for Scope 3. So it's really interesting. And I've seen it was not really, it was a startup, but it was in this area, it was far it was American startups. They have developed a kind of paper which is organic, and you can put with your bread or fruit or vegetables, and it helps to get the fruit and vegetable longer. So it have an impact on waste. So it was interesting for me. Yeah.
Where can we learn more about your work? How can we connect with you online?
LinkedIn for sure.
Yeah.
This is the main channel on which we communicate and what we are doing with innovation and VC.
Okay. And if we want to send you a deck, do we go to Daphne or do we go to you?
Both works. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Hélène.
Thank you for having me.
We're live from the SIA Startup area at SIA Paris 2024. Big thank you to everyone involved in making this podcast possible. Don't forget to subscribe to the Selected Podcast for more conversations on the future of food, AI, and corporate innovation like today. See you soon on Sesamers.